Hey there, it's Jim and Debbie with another episode of the Midday Minute. Debbie, it's episode 46, and I'm feeling like David Letterman on Sweeps Week.
Why is that?
Well, in our last episode, we had Paul and Stacy Ryan, the first couple of Elkdom. And today, we have Rick Gathen,
Wow.
the Elks membership and marketing manager, right? That's huge. What another get for our program, our little dog and pony show.
Yeah, we're really something.
But before we bring Rick out here, we have a contest winner to announce.
Hey, Jim, we sure do. We have a comment contest winner, and that winner is Mr. Mike Rittenhouse, aka Coach Ritt.
Coach
Rick.
Rick.
Yeah, the California Hawaii State Hoop Shoot Director.
Congratulations, Coach Rich. Now, Coach was just the guest on the December episode of Hoop Shooting the Breeze, hosted by our colleague McKenna Cannon, right? So check that out. There's a link right up over here. So, Coach, we're going to need you to tell us in the comments below or by emailing enf@elks.org how you would like us to apply your $50 soft credit. Which ENF funded program would you like to support? I could take a guess, but I'm going to let you tell us. Right? And those of you watching today, if you would like an opportunity to win a $50 soft credit, just comment below, but please use the hashtag ENF Midday.
Yeah, love the comments. Keep them coming.
Right, and you too will have a chance to win a $50 soft credit. All right, hey, I think we've made people wait long enough, right?
Yes, without further ado.
Yeah, let's bring him in here. Rick Gathen, our special guest for this episode. He's coming in now, coming in hot. Hey, Rick, how you doing?
Hi, Rick.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. Now, I know we've had you on the podcast, but I know that you've been on our the YouTube show before.
I don't think so, but this is my third time.
Yeah,
right.
Well, we're glad to have you back always. I was telling Debbie that I feel like it's Sweeps Week. We had the Ryans on in our last episode. Now we have you. I mean, we're getting all the big guests.
Well, that's good company, but I'm not falling for the big line.
We asked Paul and Stacy the same thing, but you spend a lot of your time on the road for the Elks. That's sort of what you do, is you make appearances at state Elks associations to get people pumped up about membership. Like, what's that been like in this time of COVID for you?
Well, obviously the travel's been much reduced. I've been to 3 or 4 states, Texas, Dakotas, Florida, and things were very careful. People were taking a lot of precautions. The hotels were handle things great. Elevators, only a couple of people. The rooms were sanitized. All the states that did open a little bit did so with great precautions and with with the health and safety of members in mind. But most of the training, as you know, has been virtually. We've just like now, we've Zoom meetings, and we've done so many of them. We've had over 2,000 Elks join us this year on training on the Zoom. So, learning and adapting.
It's amazing how quickly Zoom has become part of our lives and part of the way we conduct business. I hadn't even heard of Zoom in February, right?
Right.
Now we use it.
Or mid-March.
Or mid-March even, right? So, Rick, like any guest on a talk show, most guests on a talk show are always coming to hawk a product, right? Or they're in a movie, or they've written a book. Now, no different for you, but you're here to push membership, right?
Yeah, membership is obviously, we're in the people business in the Elks, and without that in-person contact and the opportunity to enjoy our time at the lodge, we were built around us with that in-person contact. So, we've had to really expand our vision, try to make sure that we're doing everything we can to support the membership, to communicate, to take care of each other through this time period, and reshape Elkdom to make us stronger when we do reopen. And I think we're on that path.
So, Rick, I know you have a few things that you want to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, all right? And then let's get started.
Yeah,
all right.
The first one of the things we built this year was a new recruitment website, join.elks.org. Check it out. It's on you can put it on your cell phone. You can recruit members 24/7. It's a whole new page. It takes not only through the membership application process, it explains what the steps in a very fun way that a new member will be going through. It'll link into some of the social shareables and all the things, the great things about being an elk. And everybody has access to this 24/7. We're no longer dependent on the paper application or only being able to recruit or share LTIMs through just in-person contact. So if you haven't had an opportunity to do this, go to join.elks.org. Go through this. It all coordinates and links through the CLEMS. So when members do fill this out, it goes right to the lodge secretary. So up and ready. And we've had a little over 2,000 new applicants come through this already since the summer.
That's amazing. Rick, was it already in the works, or is this a response to the pandemic?
It was in the works,
Okay.
but it did help us position ourselves stronger for when the pandemic hit. It was like,
Sure.
thank God that we were already planning this. Back in the midwinter meetings in February, we were already on the move and introduced these to the advisory board to take Elkton into a more advanced direction, to make sure that we could recruit 24/7 and use the muscle of social media and online presence that we were not fully taken advantage of. So yeah, we were ready to go, and when COVID hit, it made us all for the better that we had done our work beforehand.
This reminds me way back in 1998, I was in Virginia Beach for the state Elks meeting there. And I ran into a bunch of members of the Virginia Beach Elks Lodge in their matching t-shirts that said, "It ain't your daddy's Elks Lodge," right? Those guys were ahead of their time. It's like our traditions are important, and we don't have to leave those traditions behind, but we got to move forward as far as how we're reaching out to people and trying to get them to join our organization.
Right.
Right. When we have the power of nearly 800,000 members, where they have the application, all the information in their hands, leveraging all that muscle and enthusiasm, we can only benefit. Instead of just being dependent on, at the lodge to get a paper application, that limited everything that all of our growth for the future. So this is part of our Elks of a New Generation marketing plan that we've been doing. So pretty excited about it, and the response has been great. Obviously we wish we were able to launch this in Baltimore with every exalted rule in the room, but nevertheless, we're getting a lot of people involved, and people are excited about it.
So you talked about reaching out to the Elks of a New Generation, and one of the ways I know you're trying to do that is through social media and what your social shareables. So let's go to this next slide here. Why don't you talk about this one?
Right, and you can find the social shareables on that joinelks.org, or you can go to our virtual manuals that we put into play last year. All the marketing and membership guides are all virtual now, and you can find them on that platform as well. And what we were trying to do, every lodge in the country was very clear in what they needed to do. Everybody wanted to be younger, attract younger members, and be more diverse, to represent their communities, to be a true reflection of their communities across the nation. And so all of our marketing plans through this were to do exactly that. Go after Gen X, Gen Y, millennials, appeal to them with messages, positive, to target younger people. Again, younger and more diverse people. And so when you go on here in these social shareables, you'll find the opportunity that you just go on. There's 3 different programs that are in play. With your help and Debbie's and all the people in EF, we're about to launch a 4th, as you know. And all you need to do is go on those social shareables. You can click, and it'll automatically go into either on your Facebook page, your Twitter, Instagram, just a touch of the button, and we're sharing Elkdom nationwide. We're seeing people, record numbers of this right now. We hit over 250,000 people that have visited this site and are sharing this in the first 3 months. Those are numbers we would have never seen before without leveraging social media, leveraging our vision, and targeting more younger, more diverse members. It's great what we've done the last 151 years, 152 years, but our job is to make Elkdom stronger for the next 150.
Right.
Right.
To make this, to make the next generation of Elks the most charitable, the most loyal, and have the biggest impact in this nation. And I think people that go on here will really enjoy their visit and find it uplifting, and will help them build a better lodge.
We want Elkdom's tricentennial to be the biggest blowout that Mars has ever seen. Well,
we
how
have
do we
the privilege of being on the 150th, Jim, but I don't think we're going to be on the 350th.
I'm watching my food intake very carefully these days. I'm going to try to make it. But this is how we consume a lot of our news and media now, right? We're swiping like this and through our social media, and an eye-catching graphic with just a few words. It's a pretty effective approach to get people's attention.
Right, and I think especially now, a lot of the social media posts that you see out there, they're very some of it's a lot of negativity, people trying to influence change and being frustrated by that, whether it's COVID or political. And here we are with a positive, uplifting message of community, friendship, charity, helping to make a better world. People love positive messages, especially now. So we stand out. We're really standing out with this, and again, with collaboration with working with you and your team, and the folks at Grand Lodge, IT, Brian. All this work has been a result of a lot of smart people doing great work together. So we thank E&F for your support in this as well. It's been a success, and it will continue to grow it.
So we've talked a lot about how you're sort of in dues collection is not unlike bills collection, and it's a cycle. And why don't you talk about some of the things you're doing to try to make that a little bit easier for lodges?
Right, as you and Debbie know, we had been working to design a new billing program for the lodges before COVID, and we were again the opportunity came to launch this because of the work that we had done earlier. But Elkdom's billing process is one that was pretty much unchanged since the 1960s, early 70s. Certainly a lot of opportunity to create efficiencies, expense savings, the respect for people's time, understanding that the more options for members to pay and make dues and make donations, the more they will. The billing process was not helping the lodges anywhere near. So we really needed to reshape this, as retention and billing go hand in hand. And my God, we were fortunate to have a lot of this work done. So when COVID hit, the only source of revenue for the lodges really has been dues and donations. Beverage and food revenues are obviously way down with restrictions of lodge capacity or not being open at all, and a lot of people fearful to be in person. So having this in place, we have over 700 lodges now and growing, about 40 or 50 a week that have signed up for the new billing program. We're about to launch the 2021 dates. The cost savings is significant. It's proven. We have had over 100 unsolicited testimonials that we sent to Brian and Klatt and some of the advisors. To get unsolicited testimonials from lodges, especially during COVID, is remarkable, speaking to its success. So if you want to find out more about it, we will be announcing another virtual Zoom seminar to launch 2021. But again, the cost savings, it's about 77 cents less per mailing for every lodge. It offers the members every type of payment opportunity, whether it's check drafting, credit card, debit, auto pay, all the things that we have not had before. The lodges can customize their donation pages. Obviously, E&F is on there. Everything that the lodge has in terms of donation needs, we can fulfill. We'll send you all that. Again, this has been a great success. Over 700 lodges on it, over 100 unsolicited testimonials. It's saving our lodges money, taking us into the modern era, saving our lodges a lot of time, and the opportunities there to advance your lodge. And if you want to have more information, go to elks.org, Member Center, and you'll see the new billing program. There's about 36 questions and answers, and we're here 24/7 to help you get through it. There is no cost to the program. It's only money coming in and savings to your lodge. It's all for you.
Wow. Well, I guess I mean, it's exciting. There's some exciting things happening right now, and from our perspective, we're always happy to help out, and membership is one of the lenses we look through as we, when it comes to our programming. And frankly, I don't think it's ever been more important than it is right now to sell our programs, because as you mentioned, with lots of lodges not being open or restricted hours, we have to sell the other reasons why people belong to an organization. And certainly the feel-good charitable spirit is part of that.
Yeah, our position in this country as the premier charitable organization, it's never been so important than now. What E&F has done in terms of the grants to help these communities, all the food banks, all the great things we're seeing on social media that have that E&F, those grants, those CIP grants have made such an impact on this country. How many people, have food on their table now because of the Elks donations and those grants? How many lodges are able to make a difference in these communities that are desperate for help? This organization is one that warms the heart and soul and plays such an important part of this nation. Thank God for people making their E&F donations. We're in the people business. We're making a difference. We're going to come out of this stronger, smarter, and safer. And you'll see that there's an article that I wrote coming up in the Elks magazine in February that speaks to all of that. We'll come out of this strong. We'll come out of this as a better organization, ready to help this nation like never before. And with all the work you guys do in E&F to make it happen, thank God. I know you guys are doing everything that you can to make us better as and help these lodges do the work they do.
Well, I'm sorry, Debbie.
I was just going to say, that's such an important reminder, Rick, too, as this has continued to go on now, we're 9 months in, right? It's an important reminder to everybody that we will come out of this stronger and safer and more together. And the technology that we've been able to use to leverage those connections is really important. And sometimes it's easy to get down about what's happening around you, but that constant reminder of the way the Elks have been able to impact their communities across the country is really important. So thank you for pointing that out and reminding us all of that.
And thanks for joining us on our show. It's always a pleasure to talk membership with you. Maybe we can check in again in final stretch drive. Would that be March?
Yeah, whatever. It's such a delight to be part of your show, and just want to wish everybody happy holidays. Keep the faith. The strength of anybody's character is always shown during how they handle difficult times. Mm-hmm. And I think our lodges and our people are gonna just make things go and be more prepared than ever. But thank you for all you're doing, and thanks for inviting me. Happy holidays. Right.
Happy holidays to you too.
Happy holidays, Rick.
Yeah, take care. See you. Thanks, buddy. Okay, Rick Gathan. That was a nice visit.
Such a nice visit. He's such a champion of the order and does such a great job with those reminders of the good that we're doing, right?
Yeah, and he really does a nice job of pumping people up too.
Yeah.
Making people want to run through the wall for membership.
Right. I know that you are a frequent visitor, maybe a frequent poster of the I'm an Elk Facebook group,
Yeah.
but just a quick perusing of that site really makes you feel good,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. So any of our middies that are a part of it, or if you're not, check it out. I think you have to be accepted into the group. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but you'll feel really good looking at those pictures of all the things that lodges are doing.
Well, yeah, the Elks, we've had to adapt, and we've found ways to keep being Elks, right? Doing the things that Elks do. And one of the things that hopefully this is reinforced for everyone is that we are more than just the walls of our Elks lodges.
Absolutely.
So, all
Absolutely.
right,
And
Debbie,
that
anything
site is
else?
nice. I,
What's that?
check out the site too, the
Yeah,
site Rick referenced.
absolutely. Love a link. Yeah,
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 it's very streamlined. It's nice. Lots of familiar faces with some of those shareables, which is also
sure.
great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you say anything else?
Yeah.
Well, just another reminder. It is when this premieres tomorrow, it will be December 9th, and the SIP deadline is December 31st. Do not delay. As I have said, I feel like I'm, beating the drum constantly about this. Don't wait until the 30th or the 31st. Get it in. Let's meet those needs. We've approved more than 3,000 grant projects. We're super excited about that, but there's still more that
And
can be
we've
done.
awarded more at this point, this grant year, more than $8.5 million to food pantries and other hunger relief types of programs to help people during this crisis. So,
Amazing, amazing.
yeah.
And then also the Hoop Shoot service scorecard. Go to elks.org/hoopshoot, check it out, download it, share it. You can do it as an adult. You can do it with your children, your grandchildren. It's just a really nice way to come together. The December theme is togetherness. So I'd like to recommend everybody do that too. And then you have a chance, if you tell us about it, you have a chance to win a $100 donation to the charity of your choice.
Awesome. And that's a good reminder to comment on this episode with the hashtag ENF Midday for a chance to win a $50 soft credit to the ENF funded program of your choice. If you've liked this episode of the Midday Minute, give us a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. Either way, share it far and wide, along with the social shareable.
That's right.
If you're not already a subscriber to our show, to our channel, hit that button and tap the bell so you'll be notified every time we post new content. Until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.
Stay safe. Bye.